I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you feel guilt and shame about yourself, don't hurt yourself because literally nobody cares about you. And you think people will care about you when you become a lesser human being, because this is what you will become. You will become less of a human being when you are hurt because your value will drop because you will basically waste away your potential, your prettiness, your intelligence, everything you have in order for others to give pity to you. And they won't do that because nobody cares about other people. Everyone just cares about themselves. Maybe people care a bit about other people, like their families and stuff, but they won't care for a random stranger. So they won't care for you just because you hurt yourself. And I'm not saying that so that you are hurting or anything. I'm just saying that because it's truth, and I wish someone would have told me that when I basically felt a lot of shame and guilt in my life. And another thing you shouldn't do when you feel shame and guilt in your life is you should not waste away this energy because it's energy. Hate is the same fucking energy as love is. Because think about it. Why do you hate something? Why do you hate someone or something? Because you love something else. For example, you hate someone maybe because they're better than you, because they hurt your ego, so they basically hurt a part of you. And you love yourself, and therefore you hate that other person because they're better than you. That's jealousy. And this hate is actually love energy for yourself and a protective form of love energy. Or when somebody is hurting someone you love, like, I don't know, your family or your spouse or something like that, you might hate them as well because they are hurting something you love. So hate is the fucking same energy as love is. So there are two mistakes you shouldn't do when you feel shame and guilt. The first one is lower yourself and hurt yourself because nobody gives a fuck about you. And when you lower yourself, you'll just literally end up at the bottom and nobody will fucking care about you. Because people don't fucking care if you are hurting. And another thing you shouldn't do is waste away this energy because if you feel shame and guilt, and I know that might sound hard now, but it is that way. If you feel shame and guilt in your life, you probably fucking deserve it because you're not the version you want to be. And so instead of wasting away this energy, you gotta be logical about it. You gotta think, what can I do in my life to become a version of me that I can accept and love? And basically, you also gotta accept that you don't really love yourself right now. And you gotta accept the way you are right now. But then don't waste away this energy by saying, oh, I love myself so much the way I am, and it's just the way I am and stuff. Because then you just gonna miss out on a lot of potential in your life. So the self-hate is extremely strong. So use that fucking self-hate to become the best version of yourself. And literally, I wish someone would have told me in my youth that I shouldn't waste away this fucking energy because there's immense potential in this energy. And I basically was like using all sorts of coping mechanisms to just numb away something that wouldn't go away that way. Like, I was saying, oh, I love myself so much and I accept myself the way I am by just sitting in bed and watching random YouTube videos and shit like that. That's not the way to go, literally. If you hate yourself, you gotta use that fucking energy for your benefit because it is fucking strong and you can use it in order to make every task you do, from gym work to homework to, I don't know, reading a self-help book to everything you might do, more efficient. Because you can be like, oh, I'm such a shitty person, I should work on becoming a better person. And when you do it that way, when you take responsibility of your life, then shame and guilt will vanish. Literally, you are not really supposed to dwell on that shame and guilt that much. You're really supposed to take responsibility when you feel those feelings. And many people just don't know that. It's not really a problem of the feelings itself, it's just people don't know how to really get along with feelings. And so what I want you to take out of this video is, if you feel shame or guilt, the only way to really basically solve this issue is to take responsibility for your life and not be like, oh, I'm a great person. Because if you feel shame and guilt in your life, you're probably not living up to your fucking standards. And you probably even deserve it a bit. And I know that might hurt you a bit. But if you take on this mindset of, I feel like shit right now, and I actually deserve it because I'm not doing the actions that would lead me to feel like the person I want to be, then you're gonna be unstoppable, because while others are gonna be like doing all sorts of coping mechanisms to just numb themselves, you will use that fucking energy and those fucking emotions you have. Know how much energy that is? Like, literally, you can achieve almost anything with that. And I see a lot of people restricting themselves in today's society and trying not to lust over things and not to hate things and stuff. But that's just stupid, because what ends up happening is just that you waste your energy. And that's not the way to go when you really want to achieve what you want in life.